Miguel here. Plastic pollution is a hot issue, and the term itself is certainly nothing new to us. You might have seen plastic bottles near a pier or on a beach, and you may think, duh, it's just a piece of plastic. What's so serious about it? Unfortunately, a new continent, also called the Great Pacific Patch, has been forming in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. It is so big, it is literally visible to the satellites in space. And what's it made of? Well, you've guessed it. It's made of different types of plastic.
Obviously.
And that is our topic today.
There are 7 types of plastics in this world, and of course, different plastics have different uses, obviously, and different names. Really hard and complicated names to memorize, except for one, type 7. Others, yeah, what a specific name. So anyways, we'll let our team members at the Zero Plastic League introduce each kind of plastic one by one, starting with type 1.
First up, polyethylene terephthalate, PET, but not the ones that can move around your house. Well, hopefully. So this is the recycling symbol for type 1 plastic with a huge 1 in the middle. It is produced by the polymerization of ethylene glycol. Now, this plastic is commonly molded into plastic bottles and containers for packaging foods and beverages, as it is colorless, strong, and lightweight. Luckily, PET plastic is completely recyclable. However, do not put bottle caps into the recycling bins, because bottle caps are made from high-density polyethylene and polypropylene, which cannot be recycled. Products made with recycled PET include PET bottles and jars, clothing, etc.
Now, next up on the list is high-density polyethylene.
It is made by applying intense heat to petroleum and gas molecules will form polymers and ethylene, producing HDPE. Well, that was complicated. High-density polyethylene is high density, hard and strong. It is also recyclable, which is
Nice.
Now, where can you find this plastic? Its elasticity is lower, but it is harder. Therefore, it is usually used for bleach bottles or alcohol bottles, which won't be easily corroded. It is also used for house wrap, milk jugs, shampoo bottles, and also pipes. HDPE is recyclable as it is shredded and melted down to further refine and polymer. The plastic is then cooled to pellets, which can be used in manufacturing. Now, the next one is type 3, polyvinyl chloride. This guy is really a sharp double-edged sword. Well, you may wonder, how is PVC produced? Well, it is produced by polymerization of vinyl chloride, as the name suggests. Now then, what is this holy plastic used for? This plastic is considered non-flammable and it's widely used in gas pipes, electric cables, and constructions to prevent fires. Wow, that's nice. However, it is also considered to be the most hazardous plastic because when it reaches 148 degrees Celsius, it will release hazardous gas. Well, okay. PVC is less rigid compared to other plastic.
Okay, Anson here. I stopped the video because, yes, I know there will be a lot of people mixing up the difference between rigid, hard, and strong. No, they don't mean the same thing. So yeah, I prepared a little video here to demonstrate and to explain to you what's the difference between those 3 words. So yeah, without further ado, let's watch the video. Okay, so there are 4 common adjectives that we use about this. So first one is strong, second one is hard, third one is rigid, and the fourth one is tough. So for beginners, tough basically means hard. It means, yeah, very similar things, sturdy, resistance. So okay, one by one. We have a little mini katana here made of steel, a plastic bag, and a piece of paper here. So first up, the definition. Strong means resists both deformation and failure. Like this little steel katana here. But for the plastic bag, yes, it's very easy to deform it, but yeah, it's really hard to tear apart. Unlike the paper, you can just tear it apart really easily. So now I'm gonna use my big wooden katana here to smash them, and you'll see. Hard means resist dents, scratches, and other permanent changes under compressive force. So as you can see, you can smash this mini katana as much as you like and you won't change the shape at all. So it's really hard and really strong. Now for the paper, I would say otherwise, because just a simple poke will deform the paper. But yeah, it's really hard to deform the plastic bag. So the plastic bag is actually pretty hard. Now, rigid means it's the opposite of flexible. It means very stiff. So, no, the plastic bag is not rigid at all because it's really flexible as well as the paper. So, yeah, here's my rough introduction for like 3 of those things. The strong things are usually hard, but the hard things aren't necessarily rigid. Hard things or strong things can be non-rigid, they can be flexible. So yeah, hope you understand more after watching this video. Now back to the main video.
Has high impact strength and is easy to extrude or mold, cheap and less resistance to chemicals, which is why it is widely used in industry. Moreover, PVC is 100% recyclable, both mechanically and chemically. Chemically, PVC is converted to sodium chloride, calcium chloride, and such products to produce new PVC.
Moving on, Type 4, low-density polyethylene. It's flexible and tough, has high chemical resistance. You can find it in plastic bags, plastic films, wraps, etc. LDPE cannot be recycled through recycling bins. Do not put them into recycling bins. However, LDPE is recyclable via government-funded schemes. For example, Green Air Community. To avoid the use of LDPE, you should bring your own bag when shopping or reuse the material. For example, reuse plastic bags, make craft, etc. Now, you may wonder, how is LDPE produced? Low-density polyethylene is a thermoplastic made from monomer ethylene by the high-pressure free radical polymerization of ethylene.
Time for type 5, polypropylene. This is a very straightforward plastic. It's number 5.
It's the second most widely produced commodity plastic. Being light and resistant to heat, many plastic items for medical and laboratory use are made from polypropylene as they can withstand high temperatures in an autoclave machine. Polypropylene is commonly applied to various packaging. You can find them in yogurt cups, disposable diapers, kitchenware, and disposable plates or cups. We are encouraged to reuse polypropylene because even though some factories recycle polypropylene, the recycling percentage is really low, which is not good.
Type 6, polystyrene, more commonly known as styrofoam, which is produced by the polymerization of styrene. And it's the one that makes you want to scream when you scratch them with your nails. It's cheap and easy to produce. Well, you probably already know how polystyrene looks. But did you know it's composed of 95% air? That's why it's so light. It can be found anywhere, from packaging and insulation materials to egg cartons. Therefore, polystyrene is also one of the most widely used plastic, the scale of its production being several million tons per year. However, polystyrene is not environmentally friendly. Firstly, it's regarded as not biodegradable. Secondly, polystyrene foam can be blown easily by wind and floats on water due to its light weight. It will then quickly break down into smaller microplastic. Then, animals may recognize them as food, causing serious effects on health. The effects will spread along the eco chain, causing adverse effects on the ecosystem. Now, you may ask, is polystyrene recyclable? Yes, but not common. The size and the weight of polystyrene makes it difficult to collect and recycle them. In Hong Kong, clean and well-sorted polystyrene can still be sent to green community for recycling.
So in summary, type 7 plastic in abbreviation O are plastics that cannot be defined as type 1 to 6. Polycarbonate PC is the most common plastic in this category. It is manufactured by condensation polymerization between bisphenol A and either carbonyl chloride or diphenyl carbonate. Then what are the properties of polycarbonate? Well, polycarbonate is translucent almost like glass, while being able to withstand high impacts. Polycarbonate is an excellent alternative to gloss, and it has natural UV filter, which is why it's commonly used in windows or eyewear. Products made from polycarbonate contain a precursor, monomer bisphenol A, which may pose adverse health risks to humans. BPA is harmful, so is the production of polycarbonate being decreased? Well, yes. There's a lot less polycarbonate being used these days. Some countries have even banned the use of polycarbonate for baby bottles and formula due to the risks. Thus, some products made of polycarbonate have the label BPA free. So after all of that, what will be the best way to deal with Type 7 plastics? It will be to reduce and reuse them. It requires a long process and specialists to recycle them. It may also release harmful chemicals, thus reducing is recommended.
There you have it. All 7 types of plastics talked about and introduced by our team members at the Zero Plastic League. And I'm just here in the end and at the start to wrap things up. And like every word here is said by our team members, our teammates. And it's really good to finally see the team come together and able to work together as a whole after so many hard work. So yeah, credits to every team member in the Zero Plastic League. And yeah, click the video on the screen to see another video made by us, the Zero Plastic League. And of course, as always, remember to like, subscribe to our channel, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.